Today we're going to take a look at the story of the world. This is my favorite history curriculum. We have used it all along with our homeschool, and we will continue to use it. That is our plan for this year. This will be our 6th year using the story of the world for history. So I wanted to give you guys a look at these and talk a little bit about it. There are 4 volumes for the story of the world, and you can use them for grades 1 through 8, so that works out really well if you have more than one child. And the idea with these is that you're supposed to use them 2 times before high school if you can, so 1st through 4th and then 5 through 8, and so that the child gets through all of history 2 times, and then in high school they can go through all of history again for the 4 years of high school. That's the idea behind these, but you can use them however you want. So this is volume 1, and this is Ancient Times, and they start off at the beginning of time, and then at the beginning of history, and then they go through in the 4th book all the way to the modern times, I think about the 1990s in the 4th book. So this is what they look like inside. So this is the first, well, this is the introduction, and then this is the first chapter. So the chapters are not too long. They're very manageable, so you would read out loud to your child, or you can get the audio CDs if you would prefer not to read them aloud, but I like to read them aloud. So you would read a section, and then it goes up to here, and then this is the next section. These pages here. So there's just 2 parts to chapter 1. So there's usually 2 or 3 parts per chapter. And what I really like about the story of the world is that it is written in a story form for the most part. So it isn't dry, it isn't just facts, it's written in an interesting way. So I really like this a lot, and my kids really like it. This is one of their favorite subjects. So this is what it looks like inside of volume 1, and here we have volume 2, which covers the Middle Ages, and it looks very similar inside. And these 2 are the revised editions. So there is a first edition for these 2. These are the revised editions. So this is volume 2, the Middle Ages, volume 3, Early Modern Times. So this will look a little different inside because it's not the revised edition. They don't have a revised edition for the 3rd and 4th volume. So the chapters get a little longer as you go through these books. So if you have an older child, they could, like let's say middle school age, they could read this to themselves. But for elementary age, you can read them aloud. So that's volume 3, and then volume 4. These chapters are the longest, and there's less pictures, but it's still interesting. My daughter likes this one the best, the modern times. So you can see these are much longer chapters. So what I like about this is, as I said, it's kind of written like a story in story form, so it's not dry and boring. And I also like that it covers all of the world and not just American history, and you don't even get to American history until toward the end of the 2nd volume. So you get a sweep of history for all of the nations, and I really like that. So there's these 4 volumes, and then for each book you can get an activity book, and I highly recommend the activity book because there's a lot of stuff in here and it's really fun. So the activity book has coloring pages for the student and also map work, and these are reproducible for your family, so you can make as many copies as you would like. So this is for volume 2. So this is just an idea of what's in here. And also the activity book is great because it has a lot of other things as well. It has review questions for each section of each chapter. It also has additional reading. So these are book suggestions to get out of the library that go with that chapter if you would like to get some books out of the library. And then there's the map work here. It tells you what you're supposed to do on the map, and then if you want to, you can do projects, and they have a lot of projects for every chapter if you would like to do them. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There's 5 projects for this chapter if you want to do them. We don't normally do any of the projects, but some people really like to do those. So another neat thing about the activity book is it has Encyclopedia cross-references up here, which I really like. I'll get this a little closer for you. So we have the Usborne internet-linked Encyclopedia of World History, and I'll show that to you. And it tells you here what pages go along with that chapter that you're reading. So I'll open up to 194 and 195 to show you how it works. So this is the Usborne internet-linked Encyclopedia of World History. So let's see, 194, the fall of Rome. So this goes along with the chapter, and this can give you more information and more pictures, and also it has the internet links for videos and websites that are related to the topic. So this is really neat. I really like this encyclopedia. I love the pictures, and my kids like to read this for fun. So this is what this looks like inside, and you can use this along with Story of the World. This is really cool. And this is used for all 4 volumes. If you would like to, you can also get test and answer key books for each volume as well, and these are also reproducible, so that works out really well for a family, a large family. So what we do when we do this program is I will read out of the main book. So I'll read a section out of here, then I'll ask the review questions to the kids, and while I'm reading, they're coloring the coloring page, and they're looking at the pages in the World History Encyclopedia. And like I said, after we read the section, we go over the questions and we're done. So we do it very simply. We don't do the graphs, but you can definitely do those and do the tests if you want to. So that's Story of the World, and I highly recommend this program. Really, really like it, and the kids really, really like it. And that is all I have for you guys for today for Story of the World. So I hope this has been helpful, and I hope you guys have a great day. Thanks for watching.